Hello everyone, this is section 8.5 where we'll be talking about the properties of log. Alright, so log has different properties, so we need to know that first before we start solving the equation involves log. Alright, so first one, let's see. The first one, let's see if we have log base b of 1. So a log of any base, we know that the log b must be greater than 0 and b cannot be 1. So as long as b satisfy that properties, doesn't matter whatever the b is, as long as if it's satisfy this property, the log base b of 1 is always 0. So let's say log base 20 of 1. So since we are taking log of 1 and it doesn't matter whatever the base is, this is still 0. All right, clear? The second one is log base b, the base is b and b to the power p. All right, so this base is on the bottom of log and this base is just the log of b to the power p. All right, so this base is the base of this equation, and the log this base is the base of log. So in this case, if we have these two same, it's always whatever there is in the power. So power we have p, so that's why p. All right, so that means, let's say if we are trying to find log base 7 of 7 to the power 2, all right, so log base 7 of 7 to the power 2, this is 2, right? Because since these two are same, so that's why the value of this whole thing, log base 7 of 7 to the power 2 is 2. All right, this is the property of log. So log has a different property, so we need to know these things. All right, so that's why I'm going over this. The third one is base b. This is the base, and now everything will be on the power. So this log base b of x. So now this whole thing is on the power. All right, so log base b of b, and this is the base of the whole equation. So if we have again these two same, right, so b, so in this case the answer is x. So let's say an example, let's say if we have 5 to the power log base 5 of 2, so this is 2. All right, so let me write this 5 again. All right, so this is 2. So this is the property of log. All right, this is another property of log. Okay, so now let's go to another property. All right, so now let's see if we have log of any base, doesn't matter, let's just say again b. All right, so there is a single log. There is a single log with two things or two terms multiplying, m times n. There's a single log. So in this case, using the property of log, we can say that log of b of m, that's 1, right, plus b of n. All right, so if there is a multiplication here with a single log, then we can split this into 2 log. If there's a multiplication here, we're going to have a plus. All right, we're going to have a plus there. So that's why we have a plus there. Similarly, again, if you have a single log, with 2 terms dividing each other, then we get log base b of m. Now in this case, minus log base b of n. All right, and another one, log base b of m to the power k. All right, so if we have something like this, then we can move this k down here, so it will be similar to k times log base b of m. So this k on the power we can move to the front. That's the property of log. All right. Okay, so now based on this property, let's see. Okay, let's see something like this. You will be asked, let's say the problem you will see is you'll be asked to expand. All right, and you will be, you'll see a single terms like this. So all of these are multiplying, right? So in this case, using the property of log, if we have a single log, something like this, and if it is multiplying, the terms are multiplying, then we can split this into 2 terms like this, if there are 2 terms here, right? So now in our case, we have 3 terms multiplying each other. So we are trying to expand, right? We are trying to expand. So then using that property, we can get 3 terms. Log of x squared plus log of y plus log of g cubed, right? And after this, now we can use another property about the power. So, sorry, let's go to the next one. So we can use this one. So anything on the power we can move down, right? So using that property, I can move this 2 down here. I can move this 3 down here. So I will get 2. Let me use different color. 2 times log of x. For this one, you don't have to do anything because there is just 1 on the power, so 1 won't make any difference. Log of y plus 3 times log of g. All right, so that's how we can expand. Similarly, you will see an expanded form, and you need to combine to a single log. So you will be asked something like this. Write as a single log. All right, a single logarithmic. Okay, so in this case, what we can do here is we can so let's see. So let's say if we have log base, now let's say number of x plus 3 times log base 7 of y minus 1 over 2 log base 7 of z. So we need to now change this expression to a single log. So here we had a single log, and we expanded this to three terms, right? Now here we have a single log, or sorry, we have a three different log, and we need to combine this to a single log. So before we do that, so this 3 down here, we can also move up there using this property right here. So if we can move this down here, we can also move this up there. All right, so using that property, I can move this 3 up there. I can move this 1 over 2 up there. So that way I will get the first one. You don't have to do anything, right? For the second one, if I move 3 up there, I will get log base 7 of y to the power 3. And if I move 1 over 2 up there, I'll get log base 7 of g to the power 1 over 2. All right. Now another thing, we have g to the power 1 over 2. So we have a fraction on the top. So let me just explain that part here. So if we have 1 over 2, something like this. So whatever we have, basically if you look the power, and if you look the denominator of the power, the denominator of the power is 2. So that 2 is always going to be the index of, or that number is always going to be the index of the root. All right. And everything else will go inside the root. So we have the rest g to the power 1, right? So g to the power 1. Since we don't have to write, if there is 2 here, we don't write that. We don't write that because if there is nothing, we always think that is 2. So it will be just square root of z. So using that idea, you can change this to the square root of z, right? All right, now, after this, we have 2 log, right? 2 log with the plus sign. So if we have 2 log with the plus sign, then we can combine this to a single log and multiply these 2 terms, right? Using the property right here, this property right here. And still have that minus log base 7 of square root of c. And now we have 2 terms. Now we have 2 terms with the minus sign. Sorry, let me just write it, use a different color. With the minus sign here, right? Because there is a minus sign there. So if we have 2 terms with the minus sign, then now in this case we can divide these 2 terms with a single log. So a single log and dividing x times y to the power 3 over square root of z. So this way we get a single log, and that's what we want to do. All right. So this is it for this part. I will be explaining more on the properties of log on the next video. All right. Thank you.